What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. This video I'm a little bit excited for because we haven't seen Coach Mike. We haven't seen any of Coach Mike. So go subscribe. But this video came out 2 days ago, and this is inside the Blazers defense, the press revolution breaking the NBA. The reason this caught my attention, we've been talking about it for a while. How is the NBA the top league in the world and they don't even press? But we watched the Oklahoma City Thunder. We watched and I don't mean just full court, just nonsense press. I just mean, like, why are you not playing defense? Why is everyone just turn and run? That's something we do here in America. And I'm like, every possession matters. Why are we not playing defense the whole time? The most efficient way to score offensively is to get out in transition, to push, to get kick ahead passes, to play fast. So defensively, you should want to stop those, right? It just makes sense. So this video I'm excited for because this year in the NBA, there's a lot of teams that are actually playing up. We watched OKC in the playoffs. We watched Indiana Pacers in the playoffs. Their bigs are involved. They're playing full court. That doesn't mean you press and let your guy run by you, but it just means, like, be in the area. Don't let them run full speed and straight lines down the court. And if the big hangs back and sets a screen, the defensive big needs to be up the court and helping with that screen. We don't get to run all the way back inside the three-point line. So let's watch this.
Something wild is happening in Portland. Watch this possession. Two defenders trapping the ball almost full court. Now we're rotating. Now we're fake trapping. Now we're peeling off. Now we're denying all these passes and catches, fighting for every inch. And then we're scrambling on the backside. It looks chaotic, but in fact, it's not.
I love this because you don't want to run down court and let Jokic just jog up the court. Oh, okay. Couple things to this point real quick. You can't beat the Portland Trailblazers can't beat the Nuggets if they just let Jokic play 40 minutes and just walk up to the three-point line, catch the ball, and initiate offense. You have a chance if you make Jokic really tired and he can only play 33 minutes. You know what I mean? If you get Jokic off the court because he's having to work hard. This is the issue we're seeing with Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. Thomas Isolo, the head coach, plays this style of basketball. He plays fast. Everyone gives high effort, high intensity when you're on the court. Ja Morant just wants to hoop. He just wants to play lazy until he has the ball. And he wants to be a superstar without really impacting winning. I hate to say that because he's young. I love his game, but it is what it is. That's what the NBA has been. The NBA is shifting. The NBA is shifting. They saw the success with Oklahoma City, with the Pacers, with young teams, the Cavs, teams that are playing their bench, Boston Celtics, teams that are playing a lot of their bench and relying on more players than just their top three guys. Those are the ones having success.
It's a plan. One the Portland Trailblazers have fully embraced. They're not waiting for you to run offense. They're attacking the moment they're on defense. And right now, they're leading a defense.
And they have Drew Holiday. He helps a little bit.
Because around the league, something is changing. Teams are pressing more than ever. Through the first week of the season, NBA teams are pressing on nearly 5 times more possessions than just a decade ago.
We did it, chat.
It's almost double what we saw 2 years back.
Yes.
Some are calling it the pressification of the NBA. Much of that credit and influence probably goes to the Indiana Pacers, who led the league last year in press rate and then ramped it up to 23% during their finals run. But this year, one team has taken that idea and pushed it even further. The Portland Trailblazers are
This is real basketball, guys. This is real basketball.
23.8% of their possessions, the highest rate in at least a decade, maybe longer in the NBA. And the results so far, nothing short of outrageous. They lead the NBA in steals.
Again, like James Harden.
So far, nothing short of outrageous.
You can't guard James Harden if you're just going to let him dribble up the court and ISO you for a whole game. What is he, 36 now? 37? You can guard James Harden, though. If you make him work for an entire game, you can have a chance against James Harden.
They lead the NBA in steals, in forced turnovers, and it's not even close. Nearly 1 in every 5 possessions ends with a Blazers takeaway. But the press is about more than just pressure. It's about control. Pressing is almost like...
Man, this guy right here, I think they've got Drew Holiday. Is that Drew Holiday or...
pressure. It's
Drew Holiday.
about control.
Understanding, they call this the plug man. When I was in Australia, that's the plug defender. But instead of just running with your defender, turning your back and running and being like, that's my guy, I'm guarding him, just be here. So this defender knows, like, oh, I've got a plug guy. Like if Austin Reeves beats me and goes downhill, like, I've got help. So Austin Reeves also sees Drew Holiday. So he's kind of deterred from going full speed around this defender. So it allows that defender to play a little bit aggressive up here. I don't like how they're actually, the way he's turning him might be good here. I think keeping it on one side of the court is best, but again, that's more lower level. When I say lower level, I mean FIBA, college, high school, like every level under the NBA. I don't know what's most efficient for NBA yet. If it's turning a defender, turning an offensive player, I mean, because if it's Luka, you probably want to turn him. You want to get him tired. You want to make him work for a whole game. But for a team concept that plays good team basketball, I'd probably want to keep it on one side of the floor.
Scene is almost like the Swiss Army knife of defense.
But look where Austin Reeves picked this ball up.
Is almost like the Swiss.
Look where they're initiating their offense in disadvantage. Back turn to the defender, picking it up at half court at the logo.
Army knife.
Crazy
of defense. It lets you do anything you want it to do. First and most obvious, it creates turnovers. It unleashes Portland's swarm of defenders across all 94 feet.
Man,
Guys
this
like
is
Tumani
so
Kamara,
good.
Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, and Blake Wesley. I'm sure no team or ball handler gets excited to play the Portland Trailblazers.
Got to play the right way.
No ball handler in their right mind wants to be stranded one-on-one.
You got to kick that ball up
On an island with one of those guys. And if you do happen to survive that possession, well, they've certainly made you work for it. Which highlights one of the key differences in full court defense versus half court defense. In the full court, defenders have space to recover. If you get beat on the ball, you can use a turn and run, flipping your hips and body into a sprint to cut off the ball and get back in front.
But again, look at the plug guy. The plug guy is shown, like Austin Reeves knows he can't go full speed because he's going to get trapped. He's going to get stuck.
Further down the court. But in the half court, that same technique can get your ankles broken because the offense is already in scoring range, and so the space to recover is almost non-existent.
Man, this is a really good video. Coach Mike, well done.
Run becomes a weapon. It lets Portland's defenders extend pressure while still having room to recover if they get beat. All the while forcing the offense to burn time and energy just across the half-court line. That difference between half-court defense and full-court defense is a huge reason this system works for the Blazers. And over a 48-minute game, the Blazers will wear you down until you're asking someone else.
Yeah, look at this. This is so good. Oh, I love this. I'm so happy. I haven't been happy about the NBA for a long time, but this year there's starting to be some really good signs. Teams playing more bench players. Like you're not going to have a successful year if you're relying on 2 or 3 guys to carry you. You just can't do it for 82 games, then get into the playoffs. Team defensive schemes, team offensive schemes are coming into play, and now this sort of stuff, high effort too. High effort. We're going to pick up full court at the highest level of basketball there is. Brilliant.
To bring the ball up. Which leads us to the second reason the press is so important. It breaks the offense's rhythm. So far this year, it has led almost every team to use non-ball handlers to initiate offense, which has led to sloppy possessions, turnovers, and makes teams look uncomfortable even doing things they normally do. And even when the offense puts it all together, they've already burned so much time off the clock. By the time they're organized and ready to run their first action, well, the shot clock is already down to 12, maybe 14 seconds.
God, this is brilliant. This is so good.
And that's when the press really starts to pay off. It steals rhythm, it steals seconds, and statistically, it steals efficiency from half-court offenses. And lastly, pressing allows the Blazers to limit touches from the stars who usually can control a game. They'll face guard scorers like Anthony Edwards, Steph Curry.
It's just crazy because this is what we've been saying on the channel, right? We've been saying this for how long? Like, why don't they do it? And I've been arguing with a bunch of you in the comments too. The amount of you that were like, you can't do that in the NBA. Their ball handlers are too good. And I'm like, no, it's team defense. It's way easier to defend Anthony Edwards if you're picking him up full court and you're making him tired and you have a team defensive plan. It's impossible to guard Anthony Edwards if you just let him dictate the pace, let him walk the ball up the court. It's impossible. These guys are the best of the best in the world. It's more important at this level to play like this. And I've been arguing with a bunch of you guys. I feel validated now because Coach Mike, thank you.
Austin Reeves, denying their catches entirely.
Look, I could defend Steph Curry. I could defend Steph Curry like this.
Like Anthony Edwards.
I could defend Steph like this. Watch the effort that they defend Steph Curry.
Steph Curry and even Austin Reeves denying their catches.
I could go do that right now. Physically, I could go do that same thing that he just did right now. Guarding Steph Curry in the half court, though, it's a little different, right? Letting Steph Curry go run to the corner and then sprint off of a screen, get the ball back, boom, 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 pass it, come off another screen. That's impossible. You can't guard Steph Curry like that. We can guard him like this, though.
Is entirely.
Not going to hold him to zero.
Sometimes
he's still going to make plays.
Using the inbounder's defender to turn and help face guard those key players.
Yeah, and this is good, too. This is why Drew Holiday, having a player like this matters so much, and it's so underrated. Isn't it just magical how Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year when he had Drew Holiday? Then they got rid of Drew Holiday, and then Giannis apparently was just not a good defender all of a sudden. Boston Celtics become one of the best defensive teams, and they win a championship when they have Drew Holiday. Now Drew Holiday plays for Portland Trailblazers, and magically they're statistically one of the best defensive teams. Having a player that understands like these little nuances, so important, because you can't just teach this. You can coach it, you can tell it, you can have it in a game plan, but some players just don't get it. They don't understand, because this is just a quick decision that Drew Holiday probably decided to do, but his coaches have probably communicated to him they want him to do this. Hey, let's just take the primary ball handler out of it, which is Austin Reeves right now. Is this Dalton Connect?
The inbounder.
No, it's not Dalton Connect. This is he had a really good game the other night, 29 points or something. I can't remember this guy's name. But they're like, no, we're going to make him initiate the offense.
There's defender to turn and help face guard those key players.
And look where he catches it. Catches it coffin corner.
To make sure it stays out of their hand. And even as the offense progresses into the half court, they can continue.
Look, Austin Reeves didn't get a touch that whole time. That's crazy.
Denial on those star players.
Man.
But to be honest, that's one of the most complicated things in their press, and it's not complicated at all. There's no zone pressing, there's no run and jump principles, just the team making opposing offenses earn every pass, every catch, and every dribble.
So this is what we always talk about: pressure, force sideline.
Offenses earn every pass.
You want to force it sideline, and then you want to take away the kick ahead pass. So they didn't take it away, but still, this is a tough area to operate from.
Catch and every dribble.
And the reason you force sideline is for this right here. It just gives you that other defender. If you're forcing middle or allowing middle, they can attack either sideline, right? They can kick it ahead either way. But this way, like, he's definitely not kicking it ahead over here. That's a steal.
A team that is currently forcing a turnover on 23% of their press possessions. Think about that.
Man, this
Nearly
is so
one
good.
out of every 4 press attempts ends in a ball going the other way. Portland isn't just pressuring, they're breaking the league's rhythm. They've turned the full court press into a defensive identity. And in doing so, they've built a defense that doesn't just react to the offense, but it changes it completely. And it will be interesting to see if the Trailblazers can keep this defensive intensity up for the entire regular season.
Man, this is an excellent video. So the reason that I think this way as a coach, and the reason I know that this is the way you should be playing basketball, is, again, because when I played overseas, I initially went over there as a 3-4 man, kind of in between 3-4 man. So 3-man on offense, but 4-man, 5-man on defense. But offensively, I I ended up eventually becoming a point guard because our point guards, just the teams I was on, just were not good. And so I ended up becoming a point guard and training myself and learning how to be a point. And I always wanted to do it my whole life. And that's probably my natural position. But because I was 6'5", they always stuck me in the post. So I just started trying to become a point guard. And there were a lot of teams where they would just run all the way back. And I'm like, oh, being a point guard is easy. I can just dribble it up, kick it on to get into our offense. But then we would play the teams that were at the top half of the league, like the top half teams, and they would pick me up full court. And because as an import, I would play 90% of the minutes, 95% of the minutes. I would play almost the whole game. When I would play those teams, I had to take breaks. I had to sub. I had to do other things. I couldn't play. I would always have lower scoring games just because I wasn't on the court as long. And I started recognizing like, well, I don't want to play against a defense that presses me. And again, not like a zone press where you run a press breaker. It's just like if they're pressuring the whole time, it's taking energy away from me. So then I had to learn, okay, we need a secondary guy, or I need to kick it ahead as much as possible. I need to conserve as much energy as I can so I can play those minutes. So it made me develop again as a player, get my teammates better, how to get them to understand how we deal with the press and how we deal with these situations. And then now as a coach, I think about it and I'm like, I'm not going to let James Harden dribble up the court. I'm not going to let Jokic walk up the court. I can't guard these guys. These are the best players in the world. Go press him. I know, because I know it sucks. I hated when people did it to me, so go do it to them. That's the reason I think this way. That's why I feel this way. And to see it finally be, I feel validated. I feel like a huge weight off my shoulders of like, oh, okay, I wasn't insane. I wasn't in the twilight zone. This sort of stuff is so important. And now we're starting to see it. Like Trae Young, everyone thinks like, well, if you full court press Trae Young, he's going to cross you. And it's like, yeah, you're going to get crossed sometimes. But he's using energy. And we got a plug guy back there. We got help. We're just trying to burn energy. We're not trying to get a steal. But as you get tired, as the game goes on, these guys will start turning it over. They will start making mistakes, self-inflicted damage like what Trae Young does here. He's not going for the steal. And if Trae Young just mishandles it.
They can.
Okay, now I'll go get the steal because I've been resting. I'm a sub. We've just been cycling our players through. We all play hard. Meanwhile, Trae Young's playing 44 minutes, right? Like he's playing a lot of minutes. So he makes those tired mistakes. Well, I'm going to dive on the floor. He won't. He's kind of tired.
The press revolution.
Man, this is so good. Coach Mike, guys, go subscribe, go follow. This is my burner account, so I don't really follow anything on this one, but I'm definitely subscribing on my main account. Go go subscribe. Great video. We're gonna look at more of his videos, but this is awesome. I'm happy. I'm getting a coffee. I'm getting